We've come all the way from Tamworth through Werris Creek to beautiful little Quirindi. Quirindi, thank you, Bob. And I've met the wonderful Bob Kolln, who is, well, a collector is probably an understatement, but a man with an eye for history and heritage and provenance, and it's all here in this shed. Tell me a little bit about it, Bob. When did you start putting this collection together?
94.
1994.
Yeah, half the shed built in 94, concrete poured, and everything inside the shed I built myself by myself.
Okay, and I mean, there's 3 or 4 big rooms and 5 or 6 small rooms, and you've got everything from racing cars to automobilia, motorcycles, trophies, retail shop.
Old general store back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Before supermarkets come about.
And how did you find all this stuff?
Swap meets mainly.
How did you find all this stuff?
Mainly swap meets.
Swap meets?
Yeah. I did swap meets for 40 years.
Right. And you buy stuff but you don't sell it. Don't sell it. What if I offered you, you know, a couple of $100,000 for these cars, Bob? What would you say? No?
Sorry.
Not for sale.
No.
Now Bob's got, we'll have a look later on, and Bob's got not only these cars, but he's got another shed out the back with, what's in the shed? There's another Tirana and there's a couple of other cars in the shed out the back. Tom?
Big one down the bottom, yeah, a couple of Commodores and a Statesman and VL Turbo.
Now how many cars have you got?
Oh, about 20 odd all up.
20 odd, mostly Holdens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, tell me a little bit about these 3 Tiranas. You told me already that they're L34s, genuine.
2 L34s and a genuine S-Life 5000.
Yeah. So they're not the actual race cars, though.
No, I mean, not many of the Group C here cars survived.
Yeah.
End of the season, they battered up and they just parted them out, moved to the next model, where they went.
Yeah.
And they weren't worth big dollars. They were just a car. Series production. They're pretty well everywhere. Now you can't get them.
For love or money. So, are you still expanding this collection?
No, pockets aren't deep enough.
Had enough?
No.
But it must be worth, well, yeah, crikey, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars at least.
More.
Well, we'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Now, people want to come. What's the best way to get here? We came, as I said, from Tamworth through Werris Creek, but you can come from Gunnedah as well?
Gunnedah, yeah, come across from Gunnedah, come up the highway from Muswellbrook.
And as a point of reference, there's the who'd have thought it.
Lookout. I'm halfway up the hill towards the lookout. Easy to find.
Easy to find.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing now? You're retired, Bob. You've been
I've been for 10 years.
Yeah, but you've been a mechanic all your life?
Mechanic 45 years. Self-employed for 27.
And working on what sort of cars?
Everything. Yeah.
Trucks and everything?
Oh, small trucks, not big stuff. But just general mechanical servicing, repairs, transmissions, clutches, suspensions, all that sort of stuff.
And you liked going to the race meetings back in the day, didn't you?
Oh, I didn't go to them. I was too busy working.
Yeah.
I was doing 6-7 days, so, you know, time wasn't there.
And you've met some of the big names, haven't you?
Yep. Yeah. I did the muscle car master for the first 11 years in the heritage hot laps category.
Yep.
All the old drivers are down there. They have a driver signing about 11 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yep.
And they're all there.
Well,
got to know Gricey pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah. Kevin Bartlett and Freddie Gibson, all them, they're all down there. Yeah. Grumpy Alan Moffat, he was always there. Yeah. Least their own. Yeah, Bob Jane, all them. Harry Firth.
Yep.
I met them all.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to have a look around, Bob. Thank you very much for inviting us here. I'm just going to swing the camera around, give you a bit of a look at the main shed, and it's like a little shopping alley here. We've got old retail. We've got a barber's seat here. Does anyone get their hair cut here, Bob?
Yeah, they wouldn't pay for it.
Well, we'll have a look. Thank you again, Bob. And we've arrived at Bob's shed out here at Quirindi, and we're just about to enter. Here's David. We're going to do a very lightning walkthrough of Bob's shed. Here's the little retail memorabilia. So we've got a little shop here. We've got all kinds of vintage stuff here that you would have seen in your shop years ago. Now, bearing in mind, folks, we've only just started. Fancy something here. Yummy, they smell good. Here we go. bit of railway memorabilia here. All kinds of stuff. Timetables, photographs. Shop window.
It's one of the better museum stuff.
Right, we've got more kinds of stuff. This is a bit of beer stuff. Bob's a bit of a train collector too, so he's got all his Hornby and his OOHO stuff. Bit of barber shop here. Time for a haircut. We're going to go into the bar. Got a wonderful bar here. Look at this. Oh, heavens above. So we've got all kinds of things, bottles of beer, whiskey, spirits of all sorts, beer coasters, steins, mugs, sort of politically incorrect posters, bound to happen. And that's the bar. Now the cars, this is probably the best of the stuff. We've got genuine L34 Tiranas, replica race cars. They ran in the Muscle Car Masters at the race meeting. All kinds of stuff. Group C stuff, Bob tells me he's really interested in. He's bought a lot of single owner motorcycles, Japanese, maybe Honda Kawasaki's. Beautiful old Austin here. Now Bob was a 40 years a mechanic, now retired, so he's lots of garaginalia stuff, including workshop manuals, motorcycle in here, tools, spark plugs, oil dispensers, oil bottles, lots and lots. Now you wouldn't think it, but Bob, believe it or not, has a bit of a thing for Peter Brock and the Holden boys, so he's got more stuff on Peter Brock and Holden Racing Team, etc., than I've ever seen in any one place. Goodness me. The VK Commodore up there on the wall, and I could show you, it's just posters and signed autographs and stickers and memorabilia. Now in here is the holy shrine for Peter Brock, race car models, posters, signed memorabilia, helmets, all kinds of stuff. I've got some more down here. In this other room here, books, shirts, magazines. And this is Bob's shed, ladies and gentlemen, here at Corindai.